Right, okay, this tutorial is going to go over task number 5. So we're on this one now. It says here the code print first name dot upper open bracket close bracket would print the user's name in capitals. Write a line of code to print the surname in capitals followed by the first name. Right, okay, so let's move on over here to task number 5, and I'm just going to copy this code as it is here by typing print followed by first name dot upper followed by open close bracket, and then you have to close one more bracket because you've opened one here when you use the print function, and now that is complete, so that's done. So print first name dot upper, so whatever was entered for the first name, be it uppercase, lowercase, mixed case, however it was entered, now just show us what it looks like in uppercase. So that's what this does. So let me just go ahead and run that. Okay, and then it goes through the whole program again. So let me just put that in this side and leave that here so you can see this again and again. So what is your first name? Hello Sally, enter your surname, Jones. Right, your surname is Jones. Hello Sally Jones, your initials are S and J, and then it just prints the first name plus surname with the space in the middle, and here you go. This is the bit. First name dot upper, so it's done that, it's printed it absolutely fine as we wanted it to, and the rest of this task says write a line of code to print the surname in capitals followed by the first name. Right, so surname in capitals, that's done, followed by the first name, F-I-R-S-T-N-A-M-E. That should work fine. Okay, so let's run that and let's see that in action. Here we go. What is your name? Sally Jones, and here we go. So we've done exactly as it asked us to do. So that is task 5 done. Let's move on to task 6. The code len first name would return the number of letters in the user's first name. Okay, let's just do that bit first. This is task number 6 now we're working on. Let me just do enter so you can see a bit higher. Oops, here we go. So this is now task number 6. So len open bracket first name close bracket. This gives us the length of the first name. If I leave it like this, nothing's going to appear on the screen because I haven't printed it. So let me just go ahead and print len of the first name. Let me go ahead and run that. Let me just show you actually that what happens when we don't have the print. Sorry, just get rid of that, get the L in and have that. Here we go. Right, so let's just go ahead and run the module. Okay, again, repetition is key. What is your name? You should be making the links. Now my name is Cider. There you go, that's a nice name. Okay, so you can see here it's done this bit where we do surname dot upper and first name, but it hasn't done anything with this, with length, because we haven't printed it. So we've got to make sure we print it. So let me just do that all in one go. Print all of this, print all of that. Okay, so now that will print the length of the first name. Let me go ahead and run the module. Okay, what is your name? My name is now Mark Giles. Here we go, lovely, there you go. So it's given us a number at the end, the length of the first name. The first name I entered was Mark, that's why it gave me 4. Okay, so that's worked fine. Okay, so this returns the length of the first name. Write some code that will tell the user how many letters there are in the surname. Okay, so you know what to do here. You just simply change this to surname and that would work fine. Okay, I don't need to run and show that, you know it's got to work fine. Okay, so you go ahead and run it and just make sure it works. I'm on the last task now. Right, so task number 7. Here we go, task number 7. Okay, write some code that will create a new variable. So we're going to create a new variable now. And that's going to hold the username for a login, right? So we are now on task 7 and I'm going to make a new variable. Let me get that ready, which will create a username for a login system. Okay, the username must be created from the first 3 letters of the user's surname, followed by the first initial, followed by the length of the surname. Let me highlight that, just a different color. Here we go. So the first 3 letters of the user's surname, followed by the first initial of the first name, and then the final character is the length of the surname. So we just figured out how to do the length of something. We know how to access different letters of a particular variable value, so how to get the first, how to get the second, how to get the third, and so on. And we know already how to join stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make something like this, a username for whatever we enter as a first name and surname. And it's given an extra hint here at the end, which we may need to, absolutely make a note of. Let me just highlight that there for now. So let me just go ahead and do the first part. So username equals the first 3 letters of the user's surname, the first 3 letters of the user's surname. So surname, first letter, surname, second letter, surname, third letter. Let me just see what that's done at the moment, and let me actually make sure I've actually printed that so we see it. So print username as it is now. Let me go ahead and run module. Okay, let's see what this does at the moment. So what is your name? My name is Safira. Hello Safira, enter your surname. Let's do Hembry. Okay, your surname is Henry, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here you go. So this is what it's done at the end here. Now, that obviously doesn't look like how, we wanted it. So what I'm going to show you now is a different way to concatenate, which means put things together when you're using strings in Python. So instead of doing the comma, do a plus. So instead of a comma, you do plus. So you're telling Python, do this, plus that, just like we did here. Okay, so surname first letter, surname second letter, surname third letter, and then it was the first name, first name, first letter. Let's see what that gives us at the moment. Okay, what is your name? Name is Isa. Enter your surname, Ali. Here we go. It's done it as we wanted it to. So it's given the first 3, in this case there were only 3 letters anyway in the surname, but anyways, it's given the first 3 letters of the surname and then the first letter of the first name. Now we need to end it with the string of the length of the surname. So we know the length is going to give us a number. The length is going to give us a number. So let me just do that now. Len of surname. You know that length is going to return a number. Let me just run this as it is. Sorry, it's going mad. So letter, number. And I'm putting pluses in the middle, right? Let me go and run that module. Okay, what is your name? It's Pranav. What is your surname? Let's do Giles again because it's in my head. Oh, something went wrong. What is it saying? Remember to read the actual error message that appears. It's saying surname, that, plus that, plus that, plus that. So there's a problem with this line. Type error must be a string, not an integer. So str means string, int means integer. It's saying, why are you trying to add a number with letters? I can't do that. I don't know what that means. They have to be the same type. So it has to have the same data type. So this is string, integer, because length will return integer. So we need to turn the number into a string by doing str, which stands for string, open bracket, close bracket. So you're like hugging this whole thing, okay? So you're putting it all in one thing, right? That should work now. That will turn it into a string, which makes it the same data type as these values. Run module. Okay. What is your name? Name is Alex. Alex, what is your surname? Surname is Smith. There we go. That's worked. Okay. SMI are the first 3 letters of the surname, followed by the first letter of the first name, followed by the length of the surname. So that's how you would create the username. Right. You should go ahead and practice that and make sure you are comfortable with that. Okay. Any questions? Please ask.